Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
All right. One thing I did want to make of note, kind of while we're in the in-between for all this, since support conversations are going to be a lot of what's going on, I think the biggest thing to do, I'm going to do is just...
It's finally time. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion at Gronder Field is this month. Don't tell me you forgot, Teach. You're kidding. Didn't Rhea or Sedith fill you in? Guess I have to do everything myself around here. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is one of the Academy's annual traditions. It's a huge mock battle between the three rival houses.
But you know all about rivalry battles, Professor. There was one right after you got here, remember? I hear the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field, far away from Garreg Mach.
The house that defeats the most opponents wins. It's a three-way battle that relies heavily on strategy. Sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Hey, Claude, what about Professor Manuela? Do you think she'll be able to join us despite her injuries?
I'm afraid she's sitting this one out, as is Professor Hanneman.
As my persistent rival will not be present, it only goes to follow that I must also sit out this year's battle. Now leave me be, Claude.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
If it isn't our own Professor Manuela, all things considered, you're looking well.
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
Does that mean you really won't be joining us for the battle?
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
I'm not too particularly worried for the most part about like losing support between Manuela, like the characters you can actually fight with. People like Rhea, that's a whole different story. But yeah, like this, there's a lot of support conversations and whatnot. And what I think I'm going to do, and this might be, I think this might be the better way to do it. Then again, I'm probably not going to remember. Typically, until part 2, you can't get any of the A's until part 2 anyway, so I don't know. I guess I'll just go ahead and do this.
Marianne, do you mind if I ask you about something? Yes? It's about animal behavior. Among us all, you surely know the most about animals. I've read that in outdoor battles, wild animals can sometimes cause unexpected confusion. What do you think would be the best strategy to... are you listening, Marianne? I was listening. I just don't think I can really... For crying out loud! Why do you always have to admit defeat before even giving yourself a chance?
My advice would probably just put everyone in danger. You'd be better off without me.
This is beyond ridiculous. You're impossible. You seem convinced you're some sort of cursed being, destined to bring doom and gloom to anyone you encounter.
Well,
Why do you have such a terrible opinion of yourself? How could you possibly be so dense?
I just...
Just nothing. Now you listen to me for a moment. I can see that you have some deep-seated turmoil you struggle with. I'll have you know I have quite a few issues of my own, perhaps more grave than yours, if you can imagine.
Really?
Yes, but I'm not the only one who has such troubles to contend with. Everyone does. That's why it's so important to maintain a positive outlook and do what we can. Each time we find the light in the dark, we grow, bit by bit. And without growth, what's the point in carrying on?
Lysithea, I envy your confidence and strength.
Don't envy me. Instead, just choose to find the positive, won't you?
Yes. Well, maybe someday.
The time is now! This is your moment!
Oh, okay.
That's more like it. Now to start, why don't you help me out by answering my questions about wild animals?
I'll certainly try my best.
Marianne's really nice. She's this very...
Ah, found you! Hello,
Introverted.
Lysithea. Hilda? What's that box you're holding? It's making me nervous for some reason. Your big sister Hilda's here, and she's going to make you look all grown up. I, don't recall ever asking you to... That's right, I knew exactly what you needed. You didn't have to ask. Now take a seat. With makeup, you can't just pick your favorite colors. You must choose colors that suit you and the occasion. If you'll be up close and personal, if you're going to a ball, for example, you want to keep it subtle. On the other hand, if you're going to be on stage, the colors should be overt. I've never used makeup before. It sounds complicated. Let's put up your hair to show off your neck, but we'll leave a few strands hanging to make you look more vulnerable. Why would I want to appear vulnerable? I don't want to be attacked. This is for wooing, not warring. When you're older, you might understand the importance of looking a little vulnerable. You're treating me like a child. But I guess it's mostly harmless. Now, when you're standing, put your non-dominant foot a step back. It looks more elegant. When sitting, don't lean back, but don't slouch either. And ensure at all times you are gracefully extending your fingers. Gracefully extending? Suddenly standing and sitting are an exhausting activity. Hilda, this is wearing me out. I knew you had potential. You'll go far, my darling. A couple of years to develop your charms, and no girl will outmatch you. I'm not sure I'm cut out for this type of thing. Oh, believe me, you are. With a little help from me, you'll have men falling at your feet. No thanks. You're more suited to such things. I'll leave it to you. I haven't the time or the energy to fuss over how I'm perceived. Even with my best efforts, I'll never be as good at this as you are. Still, this was rather fun. Thank you, Hilda. She really is brimming with untapped potential. When she smiles like that, wow, even my heart skips a beat. Yum.
Oh yeah, we've seen this. Yeah. What I've been thinking about doing is like going through all these different support conversations, and well, the one with Sylvain, that's one that I know that's happened. Gosh, Hilda's got so many support conversations done. It's insane. Yeah, most of hers for her house is part 2, except for Leone. That's just the rest of everybody. But, I'm kind of in this point. I guess the thing is most support conversations are going to be done in this go around. That's why it kind of seems exhausting to keep showing it. But I'll leave it at that. Because I think after this run, there's going to be very few support conversations that we're going to see that's new. So, yeah, I'll just leave it there.
There they go, starting another fight. I'm just gonna march over and... Wait, no. I have to restrain myself. I can't do it! Harry! You! Stop right there!
Poor Caspar. He can't stop himself. He does look quite heroic, though, and seems to be having a good time.
Ha! That takes care of that. Oh no. Were you watching just now?
Who? Me? Watching what?
The fight that just happened? The fight that I definitely didn't start. I've been trying to restrain myself like you said, and I've been so good about it too. But they pulled me in. I tried to keep back, but... Okay, you got me. I can't restrain myself. I just don't have it in me. But the bad guys were dealt with, so it turned out fine, right?
Yes, completely fine. If that's what you want to do, who am I to complain?
Really? You're not gonna tell me how disappointed you are, and that I need to be better? I figured you'd be mad, but you're actually smiling.
No use in getting mad. In fact, I found the whole spectacle very entertaining. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
I was. I mean, sometimes I just can't help myself and I gotta get out there. Wait a minute. So you were watching? Why didn't you try and stop me?
Me? Stop you? As if I would never voluntarily go to so much trouble. Besides, you were fighting with so much passion. Couldn't help but feel smitten.
Smitten? Wow. You must really love a good fight. I gotta admit, that one was pretty good. I guess I love fighting too.
She really doesn't. It's the exact opposite. Alright. That being said... 45%. 45%! I want to actually have him be a war monk. Because that sounds like it would be something pretty decent to do. But golly, that's kind of annoying. What's... It's at C+. And it's wanting a B+? Yeah, B+. Oh man, really? Really? I know she has to be level 20 for that. But I think... I could have just done this. A C on writing, and then she needs a B. So she's getting there. Marianne, she's getting there, kind of. Oh wait. I had her changed as a thief? My bad. Totally forgot about that. No chance. She has no chance for any of these. That's kind of amusing. Leonie, Caspar, Dorothea, Petra. No chance whatsoever. Well, anyway. There are some parallels to do. So, I guess you guys will see that. 19. And I do have the ability to unlock that. And that's available. I could unlock theirs. Don't have that. I forgot. What did they do? Skill levels for Byleth. Let's go up. I know one of them is heavy armor. One's bow. I think the other's maybe reason. I'm gonna go to D+ with X, in case that's necessary for getting a character.
This
Because
monastery
I
is
want
more dangerous than I
to
expected.
try to
It's likely that our
recruit
foes have
everybody by
infiltrated
the end of the
teachers.
month. I don't
There
know.
may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
So, like before, I'm gonna take care of all the stuff that needs to be taken care of, and I will be back. I'll be first doing the
At first I couldn't
paralog stuff,
but the fish are especially
and
tasty. Have you had any?
I don't know how many there are since I haven't looked at it. Since pretty much like I do this the very first of the month, so we'll see. And anyway, I'll see you guys in a little. I was doing my thing and I see Alfric here.
I see. So you are Gerald's child. You so resemble your mother. I did indeed. I was acquainted with your parents. I've been wanting to speak with you for a while now. I've been gone from the monastery for some time now because, well, it matters not. Might I ask a favor of you? Do you mind terribly picking up some fresh flowers to place upon your mother's grave? I am certain she'd be deeply moved to receive a gift from you.
Citri, surely she had a favorite. Alright. A Valerian. Interesting.
Yep.
Also, this is what it looks like when you spend enough time in the monastery grounds. It kind of goes to a dusk. I don't think it goes any further, but I've not just left it on the monastery to really figure that out.
Thank you so much. This is just the type of flower she once loved so dearly. I can rest easy now. I must be off. Take especially good care of yourself, won't you? Please, look after Gerald. She'd have wanted that.
Yeah, that's just weird. Alright, here we are. So, we're kind of at the end of the month, pretty much at this point. There's like... Yeah, there's not another Saturday to really do it in this month, so it'll have to wait for the next one. But there's two different paralogs that I haven't shown yet. And I'm going to be going for this one first, because the item you get out of it is amazing. It makes a certain thing later on kind of crazy. But I'm actually also interested in this, so I guess as much as I want to see what the heck this is about, I really should do this because of the item. And let me actually look and make sure, because... Let me turn the TV down just a tad more. I did a few changes. As you can see, Byleth is now an assassin. I've done some changing of like classes and whatnot, and aiming for that. But where is Lawrence business? But he's level 14. I may suggest level 13, so he should be fine. I shouldn't have a problem doing this. Because they make you actually have those particular people deployed.
Ah, perfection. Oh, these tea leaves are just divine. Quite the impressive selection, if I do say so myself.
Lawrence, so this is where you are.
Hello, Cyril. Lured here by the exquisite aroma, were you?
No. I've got a thing for you. It's a letter. Alright, well, don't say I didn't deliver it.
A letter for me, is it? Curious. Let's see what we have here. Hello, Professor. It is a rare correspondence from my father, as it happens. Some difficulty with Acheron, apparently. My father wishes me to return home and settle it.
Acheron?
A young lord whose domain borders my father's. Do you know of the Great Bridge of Myrden? It is an old bridge across the Aramid River, a key crossing between Alliance and Empire territory. Acheron controls the land on the northern side. Controlling such an essential location gives him quite a bit of clout, which he is ever so eager to deploy toward the purpose of stirring up trouble. This time, he is dredging up an old border dispute that was supposed to be settled some time ago. He has even begun to dispatch military force. It is best we rout his troops before they cause any damage to the surrounding villages. To my father, Acheron is insignificant in the face of far more pressing political matters. Other houses wield far greater power and influence. Goneril, Ordelia, Edmund, and of course Regan. To make his voice heard at the Round Table conferences, my father must keep up relations with them. That is simply the way the Leicester Alliance works. It was, after all, founded with the goal of freedom from Fargus. We prize that independence highly, even if it occasionally hinders cooperation. There is often talk of mutual aid, but the truth is that each noble acts to maximize personal benefit. At the moment, the Regan dukedom is in no state to keep those conflicting motivations in check. So while the Alliance may appear to be at peace, the reality is that internal conflict is a routine matter. Of course, this leaves me precious little time to sit back and enjoy a cup of tea. Alas, I must be off.
That sounds pretty tough.
Since you're here, perhaps you would care to accompany me on this little errand? I have no fear of Acheron, but it could be valuable for you to experience these political nuances firsthand. The fate of the Alliance will someday rest upon my shoulders, so it is important to me that those I deal with understand its workings. What say you to broadening your horizons?
Well, let's go. Even though
Excellent.
Lawrence is a
Let us be
giant
away at once.
prick.
I shall leave the finer details of preparation in your capable hands.
Alright. Yeah, when I started this chapter, there was like 5 different prologues going on, well, paralogs that were available, and 3 of them were ones that we've seen previously, so I wasn't too concerned about not showing those, because I showed those when we were part of the Blue Lions, but this one is actually for this map. We've seen this map quite a bit, or at least I have. I've done way too many auxiliary battles here, but there's not much really to it. We've seen this guy in part 2 previously as well. He's a nobody. He's nothing really to write home about. He sits still, so we don't really have to worry about him. However, we do, if we want to head down this bridge, we have to take that guy out. If we want to head on this bridge, we have to take this guy out, pretty much. Units we're bringing, I'm not really going to bring Shamir, but I do, where is she? Wait, did I not have someone? Yes, I do. I'm gonna bring Leone. As you can kind of tell, I'm trying to keep pretty much most people around the same level. Sorry, Annette. She's kind of been on the back end of getting levels. Ingrid, I'll let you stay with that. Yeah, because it was both of them dealing with their quest to get their relic weapon. Constance, I feel like could be possibly good at some point. It's just I haven't leveled her up. I do want to give... The thing is I probably should either level up Mercedes, which is probably going to be... I want to do different characters for this playthrough. I'll do Fling, because she's going to be the main person for the healing. Happy does have Psychic, so she can do long-range healing, so I'm not too worried about not having a whole ton of people doing the healing. Let's have his adjuvant be Flame. Cyril, you and Shamir can hang out. Map-wise, have that. You are going to have the least amount of movement, so I want you in the front to be able to go out. Lawrence is just going to... I am going to use him because he's high enough level to do this. I'm not sure where I'm going to be having him go, though. There's a lot of enemies in this map. There's a total of 39, and you have to take out the enemy commander. So it's not like, oh my goodness, this is, you have to take everybody out, but with your 10 against 39, you're almost 4-1. But let's just point attention to this nonsense. I think I'm gonna be okay. Alright, let's get this battle started. We do have a time limit of 12 turns, but
Far
we'll
more enemies than I
definitely get
expected.
done before then.
I am glad you decided to come with us, Professor.
Oh, and here I thought Count Gloucester would be too busy to send his soldiers here. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. I'll just have to deal with you little meddlers swiftly and decisively.
And we know he's in the pocket of the Empire at some point, so...
That is Acheron. If we can deal with him, that ought to scare the rest of these rats off. We need not actually kill him. So long as we cut his escape off convincingly enough, that should suffice.
Which is right there. Now, Acheron will try to send...
Incidentally, take note of those drawbridges. They can only be operated from one of the banks.
We'll let Lawrence talk.
We may be able to use that to our advantage.
So, a typical thing will be he'll send Pegasus Knights to try to sit on it. So, you
Let's get to it.
might have a little bit of a problem. Now, you want to make sure, especially if you've got Pegasus Knights, that you don't have them actually get hit by all the things.
I stand ready.
I'm
Pony?
gonna have this, and you can't do damage on much of it. Anyway. At least you don't get damaged by this guy's attack. I mean, it could be worse, I guess.
Leave it to me.
I'm going to just completely eviscerate you.
Of course I won.
Because again, Lysithea is the most ridiculous character as far as strength for magic.
Stay focused.
Now, I could go either way, really. I'm gonna go this side with Byleth. I could do Sothis Shield, but I don't think that's actually gonna be helpful. I'm just gonna use the bow.
As expected.
With the Chalice of Beginnings, he can counterattack no matter where they attack him from, so he's good. So take care of some of these nuisances and
That takes care of that.
call it a day after that, I guess.
Who, me?
Hilda!
Ready when
She's
you are.
not really that much. We'll do too much right now. But we're gonna have
Guess I'm
problem
pretty
on our
strong.
hands if we can't really do a good
Put me in there.
offensive setup here. Oh, the magic dude? Magic dude ain't doing nothing to her. Wait. Oh, it's the bow guy. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
I will get the victory.
Let's do that. Let's have Hilda sit on top of that. I don't... like, Hilda's not gonna need really much of anything as far as, like, experience. Because her and Petra are... Her, Petra, and Lysithea are probably my highest level characters, because I've been using them in almost every map. I've been leveling up other people too, so it's not like they're the only ones.
Now!
20% chance of hitting. It whiffs. Good. I would much rather not have to deal with it. Sorry. This is like the first time I've recorded this in a long time. It recorded doing this in a long time, and it's like almost midnight, and I'm tired. After I work today, so it's a thing. Oh, you had not what? Petra! Oh, fine. You know what?
Yep.
I'm gonna do this. It's not like I'm going to really need...
Time to shake things up.
Revice. Can you please no? Jeez, what's wrong with you?
I will get the victory.
Is this seriously going to be the gambit of, like...
Leave it to me.
Can I actually pull this off, or is this ridiculous?
On it.
It's gonna probably fall into this is going to be ridiculous category, but I don't know. At least someone got hit. With that. Jeez. Alright. Moving along. I'm gonna have her take care of this guy. Yeah, and I'll have Lawrence
I stand ready.
Cyril take out the ones that have been affected by the gambit.
A trivial victory. Ready when you are. Making Lady Rhea proud.
Alright. You're staying there.
Put me in there. This'll do it.
That works.
Yeah, it worked.
Who, me?
I want to give Lysithia some help there. Didn't realize she was hurting that bad.
Let's get to it.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized. Well, at least we knew what the level up will be.
Can't get comfortable.
That's alright.
Let's get to it.
Okay, she does have curved shot. There we go. Got rid of you. That was what I was wanting to do.
Gotta keep improving.
Stay focused.
Just go. Away.
Each battle a chance to grow.
About halfway to S, which is good, but one experience away from being level 23. Really? Fine.
Who, me?
You just equip an axe. I don't want you using your killing edge.
Predictable.
And he's gone. I think this chalice makes him a bit overpowered. But you know what? I don't care.
We must all do our part.
And you still missed. Wow. And... But you hit. Fuck. You know, whatever.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Flame! You get
I
a
am
good level.
maturing at a rapid pace.
The thing is, Flame's actually a pretty good magic user. But she's just got a really strange assortment of spells. It's a mix. I would say it's a mix, like a kind of a mixed bag of good and kind of useless type of stuff. Really? She can't. What? Oh my gosh. Woman, what's wrong with you? Don't answer that question because it's you being completely lazy. She is a lazy person. Alright. Just Lawrence, can you do thank you.
Now you know.
One of the few useful things you'll do in this playthrough.
Nobles must be strong.
Other than having this quest. Oh my goodness.
Have I improved some?
Yes, you have.
Ready when you are.
Alright. Get out of here.
Won't lose next time either. I'll keep it up.
His dex is getting really good. Which is what I need him to do, so...
Yep.
Hopefully everything will go well. I don't know for sure.
That's what you get.
The thing is, Marianne's actually
Leave it to
also
me.
a really good spellcaster. And that's the funny thing, like, they promote the Black Eagles as like, oh, they're the magic users of the group. And legitimately, the best magic users in the game are not from Black Eagles. Don't get me wrong, Dorothea is actually probably one of the most, has the most spells she can learn, anyone can actually learn. She actually learns more black magic than anyone else.
I will get the victory.
But as far as just like overall, just utility wise, Flame's really good.
My heart is full of victory.
Mercedes is really good because she's the only one that actually gets psychic and fortify.
Put me in there.
I totally did not do the bridge thing.
Ooh, have you found something nice? Go ahead and hand it over.
Well, that's just rude.
Thieves, do not allow them to escape.
Don't worry, Lawrence, we're not. Caspar, you gonna be okay, buddy? Okay. That guy's a dummy. Well, I mean, he's smart for not attacking Caspar because you know, for obvious reasons.
Nice try.
But that guy's pretty dumb.
How do you
Doing no damage and then gets himself killed. If only I had that in the last chapter, but I didn't. That's how you use Nosferatu, okay? You use it in such a way that you completely blot out the existence of your opponent. You did not do that.
Thanks for helping.
Alright. That's for hitting cast button.
I'll celebrate later.
Meh. Let's just kind of keep going, I guess.
Should I have held back?
She's got rescue. Alright. Good, good. You're not gonna be doing that, no. You, however, most definitely will take this dude out. And just easily, you got 99% chance of hit. Kind of deal. Advanced seal. Alright. Not that it really matters, because I got way too much money and I don't know what to do with it all. But reforging equipment and whatnot is probably definitely going to, like...
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Either reforging equipment or having to buy new equipment and forge it into new stuff will be where most of my money goes.
You fought well.
It's kind of like, if you want someone to level up quickly, just put them with the MC and you're good to go. Well, that was just rude.
It's over.
Well,
that is that.
Again, I don't understand why some of these people attack Byleth, but they do.
As expected.
The enemy is on the move. Do not let them through.
Don't worry, Lawrence, but keep your pants on. We're fine. Alright, so... Well, I need to heal you. I need to heal you and Leone.
I thank you.
I am gonna have Leone take out this guy. Or gal. Because only ladies can be Pegasus Knights. This isn't Fire Emblem Fates, where they changed it from Pegasus Knights to Sky Knights for some weird reason. It's not like the horse is... It's like... The species of the horse changed just because they let dudes ride it. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway. I'll put a sword on, and I don't need the devil sword. Okay, yeah, Seraph Robe. Those are some of the things I've done.
Thank you.
Just in case. I don't think... Oh yeah, there's that one dude and the boss. That's pretty much it. Do you... You don't have point blank. Well, that didn't... I was gonna be... I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Immediately, Cyril just crits the Pegasus Knight. Oh, that's how I'm dealing with it. Okay, yeah. So, I'm gonna have you take out this fool.
Easy peasy.
What? I mean, I can't complain. In the DLC, Hilda hit with that much. It was actually less than that. But I was not expecting that at all.
This'll make the job easier.
Oh, that was a pretty good level up from here. Nice.
That's what you get.
Baby steps, I guess.
I guess? Maybe?
No hesitation.
Just get
As
rid of you.
expected.
Lawrence, what can you do? Not much damage, but we'll go. Yeah, we'll go with it.
I think not.
Alright. There's enough to help to where I can take you out. Don't have to worry about it.
Didn't you hear?
That's good enough for me. Here we go. Alright, Leone. Just take this fool out.
That takes care of that.
Not much else, really. It's just these two.
Well done.
There you go, Marianne. Really? That's unfortunate. Hilda, you got what you wanted. You got to be pretty much out of fighting completely. For once in your life.
Who are you? I'd appreciate it if you could just not get in my way.
Oh, you actually have a guardian too. Well, you still got experience from it, so I don't mind. Really? You don't have a skill that guards you from it? Oh. You do. Oh, it made it where you can move after you take out everybody else.
Thanks much.
Anyway, let's just keep on going.
That helps.
What's the damage? Ah, that's ain't nothing. Especially when this damage is coming at your face.
Unsightly, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm so scared. That actually is kind of concerning because that was half her health. But anyway, she leveled up. She leveled up 3 times this
Aiming high.
one mission. Not bad.
Wait! I lose! I give up! I surrender! Please don't kill me!
You have my thanks, Professor. Please go on ahead. I will clean up here and then report to my father. See you back at the monastery.
Alright, see ya, Lawrence. Gloucester Knights. Alright. In the aftermath of all this nonsense.
Your assistance in this incident with Acheron has proved most essential. Consider me in your debt. Thanks to you, the Alliance was able to nip this internal conflict in the bud.
What about Acheron?
He has written a pledge to my father, swearing never to cause trouble about the border again. Of course, he is hardly the type to bind himself in good faith to anything written on paper. But Acheron has many connections, both in the Alliance and in the Empire. To remove him entirely would cause more conflict. We will just have to watch him closely for now. Indeed. I do plan to eliminate him eventually, however. He is nothing but trouble. Incidentally, there was one other benefit to embarking upon this errand. Have a look at this. The magic staff Thyrsus, a relic passed down through House Gloucester for generations. It seems my father has finally recognized my ability. Apparently, he had been considering entrusting this relic to me for some time. He has had precious few opportunities to take to the field of battle personally of late. Doubtless by giving this to me, he intends to send the message that I must work even harder. I will certainly continue to do my utmost, but I am by no means completely subservient to his will. I would not go so far as that, but my father seldom thinks beyond the immediate benefit of our house. While that is important, I prefer to consider the greater good when I make decisions. I believe that is a noble's duty. Now, for the time being, may I trust you to decide how we may best make use of Thyrsus? For the moment, I think you are in the best position to apply it to the betterment of all Fodlan. To be quite honest, I'm not certain I feel ready to decide the fate of a relic on my own just yet. Do me this favor, Professor, and I will be grateful. Now, to celebrate, allow me to treat you to tea.
Well, funny thing, I'm not giving it to you ever, because there's a character that can use it way better than you. Oh, and her name's Lysithia.
I have gratitude.
And while anyone with a crest can use a relic, the relics have special capabilities to those who have the crest it's associated with. I'll leave this here. While the relic is associated with a certain, like, special crest that you have to have, you get special benefits if you have that crest with the relic, is what I'm trying to get at. And the audio is so low, so I didn't exactly hear the pronunciation of the relic. And I just don't know how to say it. So essentially that acts as a both Pavus and Aegis. Kind of like how Felix's shield gives him both Pavus and Aegis. We'll have the same with the staff, and that is extremely helpful to Lysithea. Which makes her almost impossible to kill, because if you just equip Nosferatu to her, she just won't die. She does enough damage to go past resistances, and anyone who actually can do damage to her may not do enough, and she can heal herself almost entirely. And if it is something pretty serious, there is a chance, and it does. And I will say, the one thing that it is bad on is it relies on chance, and that's usually luck. That's why I did up her luck like I did. So maybe it'll activate more often. I don't know. But even so, it would go off pretty. It's kind of like the crest. They kind of go off a lot more often than you would think. But we'll see. She may not ever need that. But the other benefit to it, and everyone gets this benefit, is the increase in magic attack range. So instead of doing 2 range, she can have a 4 range for both white and her dark magic. So anyway, thank you all for watching. See you guys when we do the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, and participate in the festivities as well. See you guys then.
What a blissful beauty.